Hey y'all, it's your girl Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and we are back with another episode of Galactic Gossip. Thank you for joining me and being here on my channel. If you are new to my channel, first and foremost, welcome in, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you will not miss a beat, okay? You will get all the updates and all the information for all the astro news and gossip that I share throughout the week. Okay, if you are returning, you know how we do it here. Okay, welcome back. Come on in. We have a new week with new info to discuss. But first, before we get into all that, let me get these announcements out the way. The Celestial City is open. If you are looking to join with a community of people and individuals who share the same unique and quirky love for astrology, if you are looking to have a free Reiki, collective Reiki session every month, as well as get access to PDF files to learn astrology, just basic astrology to read your own chart, go ahead and hit the description box and find the link and join us now. Also, you might be seeing like a little promotion going around on YouTube or whatever, if you follow me on other social media, so that might be going around too. But yeah, that's that. I also have a new announcement. So in December, I will be joining with Women Who Work, just like how we did last year. And we had a virtual manifesting party. We did the vision board party for the winter solstice. We are doing that again this year in December. It will be going down the second week of December, and more information will be coming out about that in the next week. So keep watch of that. It's going to be an in-person situation, but you can also purchase the streaming after it has all been concluded, once the edits and whatnot have been done. So it will be available if you are not here in Texas, Austin, Texas, to visit with us and connect with us, but you also have access to the virtual aspect of it. So either way, just keep a lookout for that information coming soon to you. I don't think I have anything else really to discuss, because the next stuff we'll be talking about next week. So yeah, that's that. We'll just end it with that. All right, so let's dive into this week's energy. We have quite a few things to discuss. It's a lot going on. Like I said before, when I started off the month of November, that this month was going to be one of the most intense months out of 2021. So this week, we might experience a few frustrations. Things are going to feel restricted, oppressed, downright limiting. Mercury is going to make a conjunction with Mars while it creates a challenging square to Saturn. Saturn is, the planet that wants us to slow down and learn something and develop discipline. So we are all ready to go, make action, make haste on something. And with Mars and Scorpio, it doesn't make it any better. Things seem to be speeding up, right? And we have this passion, this devotion, and we are more focused to get things done more than ever. But we can't, not yet, not just yet. We can't really move. There's something that's going to be coming up that we have been figuring and feeling all year long, a frustration, a limitation, feeling restricted, where we need to break free, something needs to change. We're going to be feeling that yet again, because we have that Saturn-Uranus square that's going to be coming up. Okay, and it's going to be lingering throughout this entire month. All right, so that's that. But we want to get to the bottom of things. We want to launch all the newness that we desire to launch. We might be feeling out of control, a little bit chaotic and scattered, or all the above, right? So towards the end of this week, we're going to have an opportunity to really capitalize on the energy that Neptune brings, which is like compassion and patience and all that. And Uranus is going to bring in some good stuff and help us be inspired in a different way. As long as we keep an open mind, practice the pause, tap into our nervous systems, do some yoga, go hiking, allow yourself to be patient with what the timing is asking of us, right? All right, so with that being said, we are going to be discussing the energy for November 7th all the way through November the 13th. This is the second week in November already. It's going by so quickly. All right, so first and foremost, we have Mercury making a conjunction with Mars at 7 degrees in the sign of Scorpio on November 10th. So Mercury in Scorpio gives us the ability to penetrate the deepest of scenarios with our minds. Like we can get to the bottom of things. We are investigative. We are researching. We can uncover many hidden truths during this determination and focused time, having the devotion, right, that's necessary. And that's kind of what happens with this transit. Mars coming into connection with Mercury increases our mental activity and provides more precision to our own thinking. And Mercury governs how we communicate and how we receive information. So naturally, we might have an aggressive way of communicating and being very straightforward with expressing ourselves. Okay, so Mars is going to speed things up as it naturally does, causing us to react and respond rapidly when we are in communication and discussion with others. So just kind of be aware of that, right? We are more prone to encounter arguments and disagreements and even losing our tempers today because this energy is that potent when it comes to being aggressive. Okay, the key is to be aware of ourselves and others as well as the world around us instead of focusing our energy on aggression and taking action on something, reacting, being impulsive. It's best to just focus that energy on something more productive. Okay, use it for good. All right, now also on the same day, at the same time, we have Mercury, which is in Scorpio, making a square to Saturn, which is in Aquarius. So Mercury and Mars are conjunct and it's making the square to Saturn. So Mars is also making the square to Saturn. So we might be having difficulty with getting our words out and expressing things in the way that we desire. Mercury is going to be conjunct Mars, like I mentioned, so it's creating that aggressiveness in our expression, and adding to that restrictive energy of Saturn is not going to make this any better. It's not going to help us flow through this energy. Negative thoughts and pessimism can occur. So it's best to just, like, if you need to do some work, it's best to just work on your own to avoid conflict, because that's just prone to happen. We might feel a little depressed or simply not at our best on this day because this energy with Mercury squaring Saturn, we can have like depressive thoughts. We could have bad news coming towards us at this time, or just feeling like we need to be isolated. So it's important that we take care of our mental health on this day, as we're not really seeing things through the optimistic lenses that we should be seeing things from, but rather we are seeing the downside of every situation that arises today. So keep that in mind also when you're considering that Mars is also making this square to Saturn, because Mars and Mercury, they are conjunct, they're together. So with Mars and Mercury making this square to Saturn, Mars is about action. We want to make things happen, especially when it comes to things that we are passionate about. Our desires to initiate something is going to increase, but that square to Saturn is telling us, hold up, wait, you got to do this. You need to build this discipline. You need to have this structure. You build this foundation, right? It's bringing up those restrictive vibes. So there's more here to process. There's more here for us to learn, for us to see before we can move forward on something. Okay. There might even be authority figures, such as like your boss, a father figure, or simply just a dominant personality that's hindering our ambitions, the things that we want to do. So it's highly advised not to begin on anything that's new, but more so take this time to become disciplined and build structure on those pre-existing projects and tasks that we've already been working on. Okay. Now, moving on, we have a couple of days later, we have the sun in Scorpio making a trine to Neptune, which is retrograde in Pisces. And this happens on November 12th. So we've kind of gotten beyond those restrictive and frustrating energies at the beginning of the week, and going into the weekend, it's going to lighten up just a little bit. Okay. The sun is our personality, it's our ego, our vitality, it's our life force. And the sun can depict our purpose in life as well as our focused goals and our ambitions. So Neptune is all about empathy and compassion, spirituality, creativity. So this beautiful trine that is making between these two planets can promote an immense understanding for our environment and our communities, as well as ourselves. We can be more compassionate with ourselves. So this is encouraging us to give more, feel more, love more, right? Have more loving experiences. So for those who aren't in a space of being able to help others or give to others in this way, you might actually realize that you are in fact helping others by focusing on yourself, by healing yourself, by taking care of those things that you need to take care of. So we might even dive into spirituality, divination practices. Astrology is highly favored, tarot, creative projects that we're working on, and even bonding with our loved ones is really highly favored at this time. So just kind of like more so take on those energies towards the end of the week and be more compassionate with yourself. Heal if you need to, go get out a good cry, go be near some water if you need to, go on a hike, all those beautiful things. Get into some creativity. This is a great day to paint and all that. Okay. Now, last but not least, we have Mercury making this opposition to Uranus, which is retrograde in Taurus. And this happens the very next day, Saturday, November the 13th. So like I mentioned before, Mercury is our mental capacities, how we receive information. It's our commutes, it's our cars, it's our small business, it's all those things. So Mercury and Uranus both rule our nervous system. So feelings of anxiety might increase under this influence of this transit. Mercury governs our movement of all kinds, and Uranus provides a like electric vibe to it. So things might be speeding things up mentally or even literally, like in our environment. Although the energy is quite chaotic, we could channel this mental energy into discovering something new, remaining open-minded, socializing with new groups of people and different people and other people, right? Or even expressing our quirkiness through, social media. If you want to think about something just mundane, doing something different, being innovative, having a little bit more fun, a little bit more joy, right? So the business side of things, in business, that should go well today. Negotiating deals and making plans for something innovative within your business or your future endeavors, that's going to be favorable. Uranus brings us surprises. So if we remain open-minded to receiving something in a way that we didn't expect, we are sure to see an abundant number of opportunities come our way. So stimulating our minds on this day with positive mental activity and focus is highly favored and rewarded typically. So it's very important that we are tapping into our parasympathetic nervous system. Do those deep belly breathings, breathe and extend and expand your belly. Breathe into that and calm down that nervous system to keep those anxieties at bay, because things might be coming at us really quickly, really rapidly at this time throughout this entire week. And we might need a break. We might need to practice pause. But, receiving some information that is unexpected, you might have some unexpected news about our finances because Uranus is in Taurus and Taurus rules money, our material possessions, even our businesses, or even our partnerships, because Taurus is all about that as well. So remain open-minded, make sure you're doing your breathing and just kind of be calm about it. Enjoy your time over the weekend. That is going to be necessary, especially with the heavy energy that we have at the very beginning of the week. Okay, so that is all that I have for this week. Okay. Next week, we have quite a few things going on, and I will discuss that then. But yes, in the meantime, enjoy this week ahead. Make sure you're doing all those tips and tools that I suggested for you for this week. And most importantly, enjoy yourself. Have fun. Take it easy. Breathe through it. All those beautiful things. Anyway, I look forward to connecting with y'all next week. Have a wonderful week ahead. Bye.